Hello everyone, this is Foxhound coming back again with another video. Today I am going to review this event that just came. Of course, is the new critical payload event, which actually has, well, aside from all these things, of course, avatars and ecos and whatever. And well, this canon is very standard, so nothing critical about that. So we're going to pretty much focus on reviewing this battleship and reviewing the gacha ship. So let's go over here. We go to activities. You're able to get the California as well with its cannon. Well, a cannon over here, and yes, that's what we're going to review. I think those are the main items to check on this. Okay, so first of all, let's start with this one, the Pan Spatial Sawtooth. I'm already seeing this a little bit on online matches. As you can see, durability is 565, speed is 21 knots. I thought it can go fairly fast. You can use speed boosts. Can go to up to 24. Maneuverability of 12.4, view range of 12.8, and added to that, you have a locked fast missile with fast reload of 4.2. You have another two missiles, you can put whatever you want over there. Cannon with damage of 163k. And reload is actually 9.8. It's actually a fairly quick reload. Grenade launcher is the same, 12.7. So that's actually pretty good. On top of that, you have some autocannons that are, some of this one is against threats underwater, and on top of that, it can also target surface as well. So what are you getting with this battleship? You are getting in general something that has a lot of air defenses and is able to defend itself against submarines. I have seen this in online matches, and against a Hellcat, it does not stand a chance to penetrate air defenses of this one. Does that mean it is extremely good? Hard to say, because we have seen cases as before, for example, with Musashi Aegis, for instance, when it had very good air defenses, but then after quite some time it gets nerfed. So that's the only sad thing about it, that you have busted items and then after some time it gets nerfed and then its functionality goes low. So, but for the time being, of course, I have to say, as an aircraft carrier, this thing actually has very strong air defenses. So I am bringing it into an online match just to see how it performs. I have not touched this battleship at all, and I'm still bringing it into an online match. So yes, we're going to see how we do, win or lose, right? Maybe two matches with this one. So we are just waiting a little bit for this to start. It seems that we are going to head to the right. Let's start speeding up. Sadly, we do not have. Ah, yes, I see planes going over there. So, person is opening the map, which is very good for us. Again, as I mentioned, a good thing with this one is that you have actually a very good speed. Yeah, so let's see what we can target over here. We have a USS Enterprise on the double. So USS Enterprise is going to suffer a little bit. We just barely lost the track of it, which is quite a shame. Never mind that it is. So let's target that Enterprise, and most likely that hero player is hero no more. I have to say the cannon is actually fairly quick on its reload, and that's something that actually I enjoy. To have something that reloads very quickly is my preference. So this is pretty much game over, and that was the match over here. Of course, I'm going to hide a little bit, and now I'm just going to recover some health. All right, we already did what we needed to do. We have to see what we are facing. Massachusetts. That's the name. Thales is the player, so we're going to try to take out that Massachusetts, but at the same time, there is no rush. We're seeing that the grenade launcher of this thing is actually in the front. It's actually kind of weird. It's not the end of the world, but still. So let's take some time to turn this thing around. We lost our assault carrier. Sorry, a carrier, normal carrier. But oh well. We are just going to position ourselves over here, and we are going to wait for the enemy to do a couple of mistakes over here, right? So we are going to start gaining terrain over here. We're going to stop. It seems that one of them is going to try to come on forward, or maybe not. We have a fan in the distance, because why not, right? So we are going to reverse on that. It seems we will not be able to target that side, because yes, we have someone hiding over there. So yes, let's just reverse. Quite a shame. But as you can see, of course, people say over here, blame the game, not the player, right? So our best bet over here is to protect our team. That is what we're going to do. There is no rush. Of course, we lost one person on the right side, and that is fairly unfortunate. But let's see what we can do from this side. What do I think about this battleship? Well, initially you have 2 speed ups. After that it becomes... It's not crazy slow, but it is... yes, of course, it's humble right on its speed. We're going to position ourselves over here, so that way our allies are more protected, right? We have one person that is being very, very, very annoying in the end of the map. So we are just going to take cover, of course, and we are going to focus on protecting our team. Yeah, so that was pretty much I took a couple of unnecessary hits over there, but that's okay. The important thing is to recognize when things go sour, and then just make the adjustment. So that's what we're going to do. Will I consider getting this battleship for the amount of money that they are asking? That is a tricky one. Again, as I will say, the battleship feels okay, feels nice, it has a fast reload. But it's not like you are getting like something crazy exceptional, anything like that. It's a shame that we have that person on the other side of the map that is being very annoying. If it wasn't for that player... Yep. Let's just start heading this way. I am the main target over here, of course. And my team is not able to do much. So at this point I need to make sure to just hold on. That player on the distance played very well. Yeah, I have to be completely honest. So what we're going to do is we either need to turn, or we either need to... Well, we already chose to turn anyways. And there I am. Dead as a goat because of this player over here. Let's see. What was he used? This Constitution, yeah, this motherfucker Constitution was really a pain in the stomach. So yeah, I think we're just going to leave this match and we are going to enter a new one. And then afterwards we're going to enter into the review of the other ship. So as you can see again, if you can maneuver, it's not like you are like uber crazy strong. And of course, bear with me, these are real players as well. These are not bots. So that way, actually, you are able to see in reality what you are able to do with the battleship. I feel that you have two speed ups, bear in mind. So that means that, yes, it is good that you are able to put such speed, whereas at the same time, bear in mind that you are only able to pull off that trick twice. After that, you are pretty much not able to do so. We see that most of the enemies are on this side, and we are going to try to hold this side of the map. For that matter, we are going to start heading this way, stop here, and then we are going to start slowly turning. So this is going to be the main area. Here comes the first person, and yes, there we go. I think he's already gone for the count. Super gone for the count. So that was easy. Second one that wants to have a good time. Yeah, he's not. And here comes the third one as well, who wants to have like a good time. These people are not having a good time at all. So yeah, this is the time when we push, right? We're going to put the speed up. Yes, now they're going to start running. That's what they have to do, of course. Me as a battleship, of course, I'm going to go up front. Recognizing that the other battleship is on the other side, we can, in a very comfortable way, just get in here and then just start smacking this Nanchang until the end of time. That was Nanchang, there goes Nanchang, and that was victory. Alright, so that second match went very well, although people made a lot of mistakes on the other team. So things that I like about this battleship, well, the cannon reloads fairly quick, same as the grenade launcher, and you have two missiles, and the air defenses of course are a bit strong on that side. Would I consider getting this? Maybe. Recently I have been using Nusantara, so I think this is an upgrade to Nusantara. This is the triangle over here. Of course, again, the air defenses, as I mentioned, can take down a Hellcat very easy and the missiles not penetrate. But the only problem, as I mentioned, is will be nerfed. Everything is nerfed, and that's something problematic I have seen recently, that you have good items, but then it gets nerfed and then what's fun. Okay, let's start with the USS California. Let's start with the stats. This is a battleship, no, a battleship, a cruiser from the US. Total burst damage 545. Yeah, durability 533. Speed is 86, it's actually very quick. Maneuverability of 10.4, not too bad. And you can pretty much change anything on this. You can change, you have two slots of 2 for missiles, you have 2 cannons, and 1 grenade launcher, including also 2 torpedoes. So this is like an overall, it has everything on it type of cruiser with very good air defenses. You have a total of 2, 4, 7, 8 air defenses. So yeah, I mean, pretty good on that side. We're going to bring it into battle. What are my thoughts about this cruiser? Okay, let's test it out. Obviously, it depends on the type of equipment that it has. The only thing that is locked is the grenade launcher. So at the end, it all depends on what other equipment you have. So it may not be the best option for players that do not have the best equipment, because for that, I mean, you may need to participate in gachas. It is fairly quick. I actually like how it maneuvers. This is the cannon from the gacha. As you can see, I put everything from the gacha. So this is the cannon. Yeah, it seems that, yeah, it's fairly interesting. We're going to follow this other legendary player. I think it's, again, another YouTuber, it seems. I don't recognize the name. Let's see what we can do. I'm a little bit rusty on my cruiser gameplay, but yeah, let's see. Of course, we have what we just tested, right? So let's see how it's gone, just like that. That was the Sabertooth, just like that. This is already telling you something, right? We are just going to reload over here, and we have, of course, a fan in the form of a submarine, and that's okay. I guess we're going to focus a little bit also on this side as well. Yeah, this person over here is being annoying. We're going to push that player. He thinks he is impervious to damage. And no, he's not, right? We are going to start harassing this one because, yes, he got me a little bit annoyed. Let's see how he likes that. People like to play missiles. Let's play missiles, right? Let's play the missile game. Yeah. And of course, you're going to get your cannon shot as well. So yeah, that's what he gets. As you can see, well, I served almost nothing, and that was game. Almost nothing, and then I get clapped. So yes, actually pretty good cruiser. It has a nice speed. Again, same as before, I just grabbed it, and these are real players. So that is actually some very good plus, I will say. For just grabbing this cruiser is actually performing fairly well. But then again, remember that yes, most of the equipment is not locked, which can be a positive thing because it never lags behind. This is as good as the equipment that you put into it. But the bad side thing is that you have to invest in that equipment all the time. So pros and cons. We are going just to continue harassing this lovely submarine that was being very nice to us, right? Recently. So let's see if he's nice to us now. Okay. So that was a victory. Let's see how we do over here. Damage 936. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's try a second match over here, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts about it, right? About the overall event. The only thing that I'm going to show after this, I think, is going to be the camouflage. The camouflage of this event, if it's worth it or not, and then I'll tell you my final thoughts about it. So let's wait a little bit for a couple of players to join in. Maybe I'll stop the video here, and then I'll see you in a bit. Okay, but what do you think about the cannon? Looks pretty standard to me, and nothing crazy. It comes with a gacha, but similar to, I mean, it's getting the job done. Similar to Archer, I have to say so myself. I think it's on the level. So nothing too crazy over there, unless I'm missing something. Let's see. So he shoots, yeah, two, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything critical. We are going to head, let's see. Most of the people are going into the left side, and we only have a 1 versus 1 on the right side. We have a fan in the form of a helicopter on that side, which is okay. We also have a fan over here in the form of a destroyer. We are just going to clap that guy. Or maybe not. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, no, I'm just going to let my teammate handle that. He's doing a good job. We will be needed on this side, rather. So let's push. As soon as I say that, one of my teammates gets clapped. So we are just going to head very quickly over here and push, push, push. It seems one of them is on the center, two of them are here, so let's go for the two of them over here. We have to protect our team. Yeah, it seems our allies over here are just too afraid, I think. Yeah, because he's behind the mountains. That's okay. If he wants to stay hidden behind the mountains, that's so be it. I am not going to play that game. I am not going to hide. Let's see, we can clap him a little bit more. Ah, this is Nimbo. Good, clapped. Let's now go forward into the next eye over here. Ah, crap, that really hurt like a madre. That really hurt. I think it was a couple of torpedoes. So we are just going to start reversing a little bit. Yeah, we have a fan of missiles over here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to stick close to the wall over here. We'll have to push this guy because our allies in the back have died. So we have to make sure that we are even on the match. Okay, let's push, push, push. Kill this guy. Just kill him. Okay. My ally here decided to push. So that's good. Let's see what we have going on over here. So we are not standing in a bad position. I am going to, yep, there he is. I'm going to activate all my boosters over here. And now is the time for you to get some. I think he's going to die out of the torpedoes. Yep, that was it. Let's go for the next one, right? But Jack, no, he doesn't stand a chance. So that was pretty much a win. I can say that, yeah, this cruiser is actually very comfortable to use. Nothing like, yeah, I like it. Actually, I like it. But is it worth all the money you are putting into it? That's very tricky because again, it depends on the type of equipment that you have with you. Alright, so we have a total of 2 destructions with it, and let's see how we deal with statistics. So here, most of the damage I assume is going to be the cannon. Yes, it is. Also, torpedoes did a good amount of damage. Let's go back into the final review of things. So what do I think about the event? Well, I like the cruiser. If you have good equipment, it has very good speed, maneuvers very well. The air defenses are nice as well. So yes, it actually feels very, very destructive. And again, it depends on what equipment do you have. Battleship, I am kind of like, nah. I mean, it feels good. I mean, but you saw what you can do. I think I'll have to leave that up to your discretion if you like battleships. And it's good to have very good air defenses. I'll give you that. Against a Hellcat, there is no chance. Pretty much this thing defended very well against that, which is the meta strike fighter, and which I assume is going to get nerfed. Boom, sadly, that's just the way that it is. You can have some speed in it, can reload very well, so yeah, it's good. Yeah, it is good, I would say. Maybe a replacement from Nusantara. This is something I may consider getting. Cruiser feels very nice, but too expensive for my taste. So overall, that is my review about this event. Of course, the only thing that I want you to see is the camouflage, which is a little bit dope if you decide to go for it. Has a couple of drones throwing lightning over there, but yeah, I am not too much. I mean, it looks fantastic. I am. If you like it, yeah, go for it. I just don't stopped investing into camouflage just recently. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this review. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe. This is Foxhound signing off. Have a good day, everyone.